Hello, this is Athena with AMG Creates, and this is the plan with me for this week, the 8th through the 14th. So this was, that was last week, and I was going to use the bottom thing for something, and completely didn't. So now I am working on the 8th to the 14th. I put a lot of stuff up here that I really didn't use. So there's a bug deal. And then there were cloud stencils, grass stencils, more clouds, look, more clouds, all the clouds. I had ambitious cloud things. Also rainbow, which I did not use. So, put all those away, and start doing the thing. Instead of using a couple of different stamp sets, this one is the only one that I will be using. I know that most of the times I use two. Even with the cards, I have been working on just using that one. Just using one main stamp set, and that's it. And yeah, so getting ready to work on the grass. I didn't really want it very up high because I was gonna, all the bugs aren't crawling around on the ground. So, taping all of it off, I did finish this roll of washi, which is nice because it's one more Valentine's Day washi out the door. So yeah, using all the washi for this, I cut that one a little too short. So basically I'm doing this so that if I have anything, like the ambitious side of me was to do all of the stamping and then do masking on here and do like I did with last week where it was all clouds and everything. And I really didn't want to after thinking about it. So, doing this. I did have Grassy Hillside that was straight, but this one was a little bit closer to me than the other one. This is a whole lot of what was closer, what was easier. Not really just to get it done, but just to get it done. Yeah, I'm not helping myself out here. I did like how it works. There's a whole lot of bugs on here. So I figured that it's springtime here in Texas. It feels like it's summer whenever like past 3 o'clock. However, yeah, it's springtime here in the this side of the world, and so all the bugs and all the critters are coming out to play that should be dead. I know that further north it's still snowing, and further in the mountains it's still snowing, but at least here it's nice. It gets to summertime weather by noon. It's still cold in the mornings. That's alright. So now I'm setting up all this stuff. I really like to set up everything kind of beforehand so I can see what it's going to look like. And I had realized later that I'm only using the first part, like the first set of rectangles up there to really plan, and then the rest of it is just for fun, me putting everything all over the place. So being nice and putting all of them back. And then putting some roly-polies in a couple of places, and another chrysalis. Or is it a cocoon? I'm not quite sure. I used to know these things, I don't know them anymore. Color all this stuff. So I used a couple of different colors for the leaves. I realized that I didn't deck out the goodness. I didn't deck out the branches in a whole bunch of leaves because that was just too much. But usually the new leaves are a lot greener than the older leaves. All new spring leaves look really, really, really green. So doing that, and of course you get a couple of them that obviously had a couple of teeth knocked out of them. Teeth knocked out of them? What? They were eaten a little bit, munched on, if you will. Goodness. And coloring everything. As I said before, as an adult, I do really enjoy coloring. I don't do it enough. Any adult coloring books have a lot of little itty bitty things, a lot of little things to color in a big space, whereas kid coloring books have really big open spaces, and I just want something kind of in between. So the 8th, which is today, I guess, since you're watching this, the 8th is for some of us, and I am in the path of the eclipse. I have a lot of people that are coming here, and the funny part is that unless the forecast has changed, it's gonna be crappy outside. It's gonna be, yeah, we are in a 90% path of totality. However, it says cloudy early with thunderstorms developing later in the day. A few storms may be severe. Chance of rain is 80%. So it's gonna be kind of gross the whole day. And all of these people like coming here to do stuff and to everything. Just, I'm gonna be working, so I'm gonna go outside and be like, oh, that's cool, and be done with it. One of the guys that I work with was joking around and saying, you know, you see the eclipse every single day, because technically our side of, you know, the Earth goes on the other side of the sun. We rotate around the sun. It's an eclipse, I suppose. So anyway, let me take some time. These are Mandy Lynn's stickers from Stoneridge Stickers. She is on Etsy right now. I will put that down below. These are all of the ones that she's selling that I should have used when I had them. I was going to use them last week and didn't because I wasn't sure when she was going to open up her shop. If you write, if you have writing aspirations, if you are an editor, if you, you know, even if you journal. So these are word counts. These are for National Novel Writing Month, which is in November. If you want to track how many pages that you read, she's really cool. She just got back from maternity leave. I believe her baby girl is 4 months old now. But yeah, it's, she's really cool. She wrote a lot of books. And you can look for those too. I am going to put her Etsy down below that has all of those. She makes them, like prints them out, ships them herself. She makes them. So it is she's technically a small business. And at this point in my life, I really enjoy supporting small businesses. I work for a small business. So yeah, did a complete 180 and went from corporate life where I was working over 10 years with corporate, and said screw it and left for a family owned. There's a couple that owns it. The guys are really nice. Yeah. So definitely whenever you can go for small business, I'd go for it. So the idea is to start writing again, and I am putting down word count stickers. I'm hoping to fill them up. I'm also using forthewords.com, which basically gamifies writing, which is fun. But that's the that's the planner. That's what I'm going to be using this week, or what it looks like. I normally use a passion planner, so I will fill this out as much as I want so that you guys can see it for the next week. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please make sure to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I don't care. It's interaction. And leave a comment on if you like bugs, if you don't, or just comment anyway. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. If you like these kinds of videos where I use stamps, I make cards, I do planner things, then feel free to subscribe and click on the bell if you want all of them, or just click whenever you want to get notified randomly, I guess. But I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week.